It's official, guys. Spring season is almost here and I already started decorating my home, and I did some really easy DIYs on a budget, and I'm going to show you how you can do it too. Hello everyone and welcome to DIY Home and Crafts. My name is Jazz and I'm so happy to have you here today. But if you are new and you like home decor, DIYs and projects on a budget, make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the bell to get notified every single time that I'm going to be uploading new videos. And guys, I want to say thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to be creating some super easy and budget-friendly DIYs to decorate your home for spring. It's super easy for any Cricut beginner, so stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, please hit that big thumbs up. It really helps to support this channel. And like always, I want you to let me know in the comments which of these 4 DIYs is one of your favorites. Also guys, you can follow me on my social media pages. I have Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook is DIY by Jazz. I'm going to leave you the links in the description box, so you can follow me there too if you want to know me a little bit better. Okay guys, I hope that you are ready and let's DIY together. In today's video, I'm going to be working with my Cricut Maker 3. Is the newest machine that I got and I really love these machines. It cuts so many materials, it's so fast and strong, and something that I really like is that you can cut your materials using a mat, or you can cut them without a mat using smart materials. And like the other machines, you can create your designs using the free software program that is called Design Space. You can use it from your desktop or any mobile. And I'm going to be using Cricut Design Space to make my first project. I'm going to start by adding a text. I'm going to press the text button and then I'm going to write Fresh Market, and then I'm going to change the font, and you have so many options that you can use, any font that you like. I use a very simple one that I like, but like I said, you have so many options. Then I want to write Seeds and Blooms, and something that I really like to do is always copy and paste the text that I already have with the font that I like and used before, because that way everything is going to look the same. I'm going to just erase Fresh Market, write Seeds and Blooms, and I'm going to change the size just a little bit smaller. Now it's time to add an image, and I search on images for a garden tool, and you're going to find so many good options. I got the one that I like the most. I'm going to cut these in only one color of vinyl, so I'm going to select that and change the color, and I'm going to work with the size of my image to make it work on this decal. Now if you want, you can add maybe a shape, a square, a triangle. I add 2 small circles just to add a nice touch to this project. And now I'm going to send these to the machine to cut it, and you can select if you want to cut these with your mat or without your mat. This is a very small decal, so I'm going to be cutting these with my mat. I'm going to select the material, which is regular vinyl. I'm going to add that to the mat and then add the mat into my machine, and it's super easy. I just have to follow all of the steps that my Cricut Design Space and my machine are telling me to do. And this machine cuts these decal incredibly fast, and I was so surprised about that. Now that you have your design cut out, you have to use your weeding tool and start weeding all of the extra vinyl that you don't need from your letters and your images. And then you can add a transfer tape to be able to transfer that to the project. And because this is a super small decal, I like to use the transfer tape from my Cricut Joy. For me, it's so much easier when I use a smaller transfer tape for smaller projects. I waste less material and it always comes super handy, so that's a great tip. Try to buy these transfer tapes for Cricut Joys just for smaller projects that you made. I have this boring crate for so long and I think it needs something really nice just to make it pop out, and it has a great small piece of chalkboard that is perfect to add the decal that I just made. So I stick that and then I remove the transfer tape, and it looks so good. And now you can add some flowers or greenery, and this is how my project turned out. I love these so much. I'm going to be using these to decorate for spring, and I think it's just so perfect, so cute, and I think the decal that I did makes a huge difference on this decor piece. I'm really bad with real plants and gardening, so I thought it could be cool if I made a sign with some pots and faux plants to add on my walls or on my decor. So first I'm going to start by using a canvas. You can get this ones from Dollar Tree or Five Below, and you can remove the canvas fabric, and you are going to be using the frame. You can paint it any color that you want. I use some waxing antique color. Now for the background, you can use the same canvas fabric or you can use some cardboard. I use a black cardboard from a Dollar Tree, trace and then cut the cardboard the same size of my frame. Now to stick it, you can use hot glue or you can use staples. I use my stapler, and I really like these. I'm going to leave you the link of these in the description box of the video. Now to decorate my sign, I'm going to start by using the pots that you can get from Dollar Tree. I think they come 12 in a package, and they're so cute and rustic to make projects. So I'm going to use them, but I'm going to cut them in half because I want to stick them into my sign, and they can be a little bit big. So if you cut them in half, it's going to be perfect. I'm going to have a total of 5 of these half pots, and I'm going to start sticking them on my sign, and you can use hot glue to stick them, and you can always reinforce them by adding more hot glue later. Before adding the faux plants or greenery inside of the pots, I'm going to be working on the decal that I want to make. So on Cricut Designs page, I'm going to search on images, and I'm going to write the word garden to see what I can find that I like. And I found this really cool gardening like sign, and I thought it was perfect. It looks modern and beautiful, so I'm going to basically weld these together to make it cut in only one piece. This time I'm going to cut these without a mat because I'm going to be using a smart vinyl. I'm going to select the material that I'm going to be using. It is this white smart vinyl that you can get, and these smart vinyls come in different colors that you can choose from to make it match with your project. Because this is a smart vinyl, you don't need your cutting mats, so you just have to add your vinyl into your machine, and it's going to cut your project super fast. Once that part is ready, you can start weeding your decal, and then you can add your transfer tape on top of the decal. I'm going to stick this decal on the top of the sign that I have, and then I'm going to remove the transfer tape, being very careful because I'm sticking these on the top of a cardboard. Now it's time to add the greenery or the faux plants inside of the pots, and I decided to go with different options of greenery and like faux plants that I have on each one of the pots just to make it super fun. And I think that adds a really nice and unique touch to this project. You can maybe add some flowers too, and this is how this project turned out. It was super easy to make. I just used some Dollar Tree pots, greenery that I have at home, an old frame, and my Cricut Maker 3 to make my decal. And I really love how beautiful and modern this piece looks, and I'm so happy to add these to my spring decor. This Cricut Maker 3 can cut hundreds of materials, including everything from vinyl to leather, but you can also stick them in different materials. In this project, I'm going to be working with glass, so I decided to make the perfect decal for my vase. I'm going to be using this glass vase that I have for a really long time that I get from Dollar Tree. It's huge and it's beautiful, and I want to make a decal for this vase. But first, I want to measure how big and how long I need to make my decal. So you can always measure every single project before doing your decals or your projects on your Cricut Designs page. I decided to go on images and search for flowers because I'm doing spring decor pieces. I want to make sure I have enough flowers on my decoration this year. So I searched the one that I like. I'm going to change the color on black, and I'm going to add these, and then I'm just going to copy and paste because I want to make a pattern. So you can copy and paste these to be able to create your own pattern in the perfect size for your project. Once I have that part ready, I'm going to weld everything to make sure it's going to cut in one piece and in the exact way that I want to. And I'm going to be cutting these with a mat because I'm going to be using one color that I just have at home. It's not a smart material, but don't worry about that. You can add that on a mat and it's going to perfectly cut your project. Once it cuts my flower pattern decal, I'm going to start weeding everything and then I'm going to add the transfer tape on top. Okay, now I'm going to start sticking these into my vase, and because this is not like a perfect cylinder, it was a little bit more challenging to stick these. But what I did was to cut separate flowers from the pattern that I already have, and I start sticking them by myself where I think they can look good, and I still have the pattern and everything. So yeah, I just add some water into my vase and I add some real stems that I get from my backyard, and this is how this project turned out. I love it so much. I was so nervous about cutting a pattern. I have never tried that before and it was so easy to make, and my Cricut Maker 3 cut it so fast. I cut these flowers in this blue tone because I'm decorating so many things in blue color, but remember that you can change it to make it match with your home decor. And I think this vase is the perfect project to add into your dining table, an entryway, or your kitchen. Buying big decor pieces for your home can be a little bit expensive, so I decided to create the perfect spring wall art pieces. I created 2 of them for less than $6 and using my Cricut Maker 3. I got these square large sticks that are about 3 feet long, and I got them from Dollar General for only $1, and they're perfect to create the frame for my sign. I cut 4 pieces about 2 feet long and 4 other ones of 1 feet long. I cut them with my saw machine and then I sand everything to make them smoother, and I'm going to start assembling my frame. I'm going to add 2 smaller pieces on the bottom and the top, and then the large sticks on the sides. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 2 of the same signs or the same frames, so that's why I cut so many sticks. I'm going to stick my frame with wooden glue on the sticks, then I'm going to add some staples, and if you want you can add nails on the side just to reinforce everything and make your frames strong enough. Now you can paint them any color. I decided to go with some stain in special walnut color. I stained them outside and then I let them dry for a couple hours. And it's time to work with my decal. Now that I have all of the measurements that I need, I'm going to search for an image of a flower. I found the one that I like, so I add that into my canvas. I'm going to change the size, and then I'm going to basically copy and paste the same picture, and I just changed the way it was to be able to cut these in just a smaller piece of vinyl and don't waste that much of material. For this project, I'm going to be cutting these flowers without a mat because I'm going to be using smart vinyl in black color. So I add that into my machine, cut super fast, and this was a really long piece, almost 2 feet long, and it cut these so fast without a mat, and I'm so happy about that. Once my machine cut the flowers, I'm going to weed everything, and then I'm going to add the transfer tape on top. Before sticking the flower, I need for the frame, so I'm going to be using a white cardboard that I get from Dollar Tree. I just trace and then cut the size of the background that I need, and then I'm going to stick my flower. Because this is cardboard, just be very careful when you are removing the transfer tape. You don't want to ruin your project or your cardboard or your decal. Once my flower is sticking to the cardboard, I'm going to stick the cardboard into the frame with some staples, or you can use hot glue. Like I said, I did 2 of these same projects. Here I'm showing you one, and this is how it looks, and I love it so much. It's perfect now for spring. I decided to make 2 because I think I'm going to add one on each nightstand on my bedroom or on my living room. I'm not sure yet, but let me know in the comments what you think about these projects. Let me know if you like them, and if you do, please give me that big thumbs up. It really helps to support this channel. And make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel. Something extremely important is that you hit the bell to get notified every single time that I'm going to be uploading video. Again, thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. In the description box, I'm going to leave you the link of Cricut.com so you can go and check for materials or the machine that you want. And yeah, I hope that you like and that you enjoyed today's video, and see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye guys.